Hello. Yeah. So my name is Ankush Sharma. I represent Titan Aviation. We have two manufacturing units in France, one in India. We are in India since 15 years, and we have opened a new plant since 2015. In the presentation, I would like to present some overview regarding the Indian market. What are the climate change initiatives taken in the Indian market? What already has been done internationally and the best practices? The new indigenous refueling equipment design and some improvements what we have done in India. Digitalization and automation, which we have done some projects in India as well. And of course, we have a question and answer. So, regarding the market, so a lot has been said before and yesterday. So all this we know already. So for some foreign delegates, India is the 7th largest country in terms of land area. We are 3.2 million kilometer square in surface. Third country in terms of energy consumption after China and US. So all this is known. We all know where India is heading in terms of aviation industry. So again, some general information about India. It's the 5th economy in terms of GDP. India is politically stable, pro-business government. You see all the developments, initiatives taken by the Indian government, especially for aviation industry. Some facts, 1/5 of the world young population are Indians who are less than 25 years old. It represents not only a market, but also manpower. Second speaking English population in the world. Huge consumption market. All the indicators are green. Post-pandemic, we are growing. And lots to come and lots to be achieved. So yes, again, the market drivers, we know the projected air traffic to exceed by 1.1 billion. There will be a 4-fold increase by 2040 of airlines in India. Airport infrastructure, huge investments from abroad. We have seen some examples on the new airports, 40-50 billion expected in the next 2 decades. Many airports getting privatized under the initiative of Government of India. And number of airports to double by 2040. So India will already be, before 2030, the 3rd largest domestic market. Climate change initiatives, we all know out of the 5, what Indian government is targeting, fulfill 50% energy requirements by renewable energy by 2030. And again, 1 billion carbon emissions to reduce carbon intensity. And India will achieve net zero by 2070. So this has been announced in COP26, and so these are the initiatives from the Indian government. So what is our company in France doing something about it? So what has been achieved already? I also just wanted to add, in terms of market drivers, we are seeing big OEMs from Europe as well as US now investing in India in MRO for aero engines. Recently, Safran invested a maintenance, repair and overhaul subsidiary in India. So we know there are huge potentials for cargo hubs as well. And just one thing I want to say. I want to really applaud all the ITPs in India for doing a tremendous task in terms of managing all the into-plane activities at all the airports. You just have to take a domestic flight from Delhi to Mumbai or from Bangalore to Delhi, you'll see the number of flights you have. In 50 minutes, we almost have 60 flights. So really, they are doing some commendable job with the resources they have and what they are achieving now. So coming back to what solutions a company in France has done. This has already been supplied to various clients globally. So the first solution is the hybrid solution. What is the hybrid solution? We have a standard chassis on which we are giving fail-safe batteries having a lifespan of minimum 8 years, and we are providing sustainable refurbishment solution. So it's a low investment on existing aircraft, aviation refuelers. We can put this kit. These are fail-safe batteries, and our parent company is has already supplied this in France, in Europe. There are many examples. These are the hybrid solutions which we have already supplied. So we call it Easy Flow, which is the hybrid solution. The second solution is the Easy Control solution. So for the hybrid, of course, when you have full electric solution, there are no noises. It is, in terms of safety, it's very good for the operators. They have a very good environment to work and with low risk. The second solution which we have is Easy Control, which is digitalized refueling. And this is just a tablet which is on the control panel, which manages all the refueling information, and for the operator it is very intuitive and simple to use. So this is the Easy Control solution which has already been implemented, supplied to Total Energies and various other clients. So of course there is no fuel consumption when the engine is off, and we are creating a better environment, and it is really comfortable and safe for the operators for refueling, during refueling as well. So Titan Aviation is committed to improve air quality at airports and with a complete range of zero-emission refueling vehicles and equipment. This vehicle, last year in May, the first flight of SAF from Total Energies on an Air France long-haul flight from Paris to Montreal was refueled by this full electric vehicle, which has an electric chassis as well as electric refueling module, which we discussed before. So on this, the battery pack on a single charge can achieve 100,000 liters of in a single charge. Should an into-plane company require more than this on a single charge, we can put 2 battery packs. So that is already done and already supplied also. For the duty cycles, some of these data has already been presented in Geneva in IATA. I'll go quickly through it. But we are reducing, on an average, with our duty calculations done for all these refuelers, around 180,000 kilograms of CO2 reduction per year per electric aviation refueler. Our parent company anticipated and developed the complete range of electric refueling solutions. All airports have their targets to go carbon neutral, and we'll see some examples of what's happening in India after. Our engineering team has built a tool to calculate the duty cycles for each client, so they can use it for any airport, for any requirement as per their needs, which will help them to determine the battery pack size which they need for their operations for each and every airport equipment. We have standardized modules also, and we have the standardized module is doing low flow, mid flow, and high flow rate design and dimensions, and it can for long haul or short haul flights. Again, with this new vehicle, we are achieving airport decarbonization. Our clients are achieving that, our end users are achieving that. It's again very good for the operators and the environment for them in their working conditions. Um, okay, so can you? There is a video on some solutions what we are doing. Small solution indigenous in India.
India is the sixth largest air transport market in the world today. The Indian aviation industry has experienced remarkable success, displaying an impressive growth in domestic air travel.
पूरा विश्व ये मानता है कि भारत में हवाई यात्रा के लिए एविएशन फील्ड के लिए विश्व में सबसे ज्यादा अवसर कहीं है तो भारत में.
We are proud to be a part of Indian aviation's growth story. As per the current trends, India will be the third largest domestic air transport market in the world by 2030, and it has already begun its recovery from the setbacks that were caused due to the pandemic. This rise in demand for air travel has necessitated the implementation of supportive government policies.
मुझे खुशी है आजादी के बाद पहली बार देश में एविएशन पॉलिसी बनाने का सौभाग्य हमारी सरकार को मिला. देश के एक कोने से दूसरे कोने को जोड़ने का एक महाअभियान इससे हो रहा है. भारत सरकार के इस विभाग को, एविएशन डिपार्टमेंट को, उनके सभी अधिकारियों को, उनके तमाम मंत्री श्री और उनके नेतृत्व को हृदय से बहुत बहुत बधाई देता हूँ कि बहुत ही महत्वाकांक्षी ये योजना का आज आरंभ हो रहा है, जो बहुत ही कम समय में हिंदुस्तान के नए ग्रोथ सेंटर की हवाई उड़ान भरने की ताकत से मिलने वाली है. मेरी तरफ से बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं. धन्यवाद.
A pioneer in the field, today AETA Aviation provides aircraft refueling services to domestic and international customers at various important airports across India. We understand the need of the hour. In India, there are approximately 1,000 units of refueling equipment managed by into-plane refueling companies. We understand the challenges that we all face today due to climate change. The need of the hour is to move forward. We make swift technological advancements and we lead the way. Presenting India's first ever autonomous solar-powered refueling solution for our various growing and upcoming RCS airports and smaller airports. Powered by solar energy, this refueling cart is specifically designed to efficiently fuel various aircrafts and helicopters at RCS airports and smaller airports, fueling our nation's way forward. With the help of these eco-friendly refueling equipment solutions, we create use of sustainable energy and can reduce CO2 emissions by up to 180,000 kilos per unit per year. We lead the way forward with our clean energy solutions.
What is happening in India at the airports? The airport authorities of India, on date, as per our climate change initiative, we have already 44 existing airports installed with solar farms, out of which 22 airports are working 100% on renewable energy. Now, this data has been discussed yesterday also, and our Honorable Minister of Oil and Natural Gas, he had given the example of Bangalore. So what we have tried to do, we have tried to give a solution for these small domestic airports, RCS airports. And firstly, I would like to thank HPCL Aviation and aviation team, and especially HPCL Executive Director, Mr. Kanuru Srinivas, for initiating this green solar refueling card project and giving us an opportunity to develop it. So what is it? In India, the solar resource, what we have is as per the data from Solar Energy Center and National Renewable Energy Lab, the global horizontal irradiance of the total land area which we discussed before of 3.3 million kilometers square. Out of that, we are already having a solar irradiation of horizontal irradiation of 5 to 6 kilowatt hour per meter square per day. So for this green solution and harnessing this solar energy, what have we done? So we have tried to make a prototype of an ultra-compact design for a solar cart with various safety features. We have made a self-bundled double-wall tank. So that is for safety on initial leakage in the primary tank, which can be contained and becomes leak-proof. And at the same time, we are getting to know the rapid leak detection. For the solar panels, it is as per the latest technologies available, mono PERC solar panels, and which have higher than 21% photovoltaic cell efficiency. Of course, in short time, many improvements are coming in this, and this can be used in combination with other solar technologies like IBC and bifacial. We have given a charge controller with all the battery parameters, identifying real-time error codes, protection, safety against array short circuit, photovoltaic over voltage over current, current overload short circuit, photovoltaic and battery reverse polarity, and in case of over temperature, the heat sink at 65 degrees Celsius and complete shut off at 80 degrees Celsius. All the fuses and electrical equipment are as per international NEC codes and safety features. Deep cycle batteries packed with replaceable individual cells, so it can adapt as per customer requirement, which are classified as non-spillable, non-hazardous for ground transportation, and it is in accordance with requirements of International Civil Aviation Authority, ICAO. Civil Aviation Organization, ICAO. The safety features are as per EN norms, EN fire, shock, vibration, approved component for sine wave output voltage for controlling the motor. Inbuilt alarms in case of overload or over temperature and shutdown for recovery. Safety for cables with adequate cross section, flame-proof conduits, approved with ports to control and monitor. All these to run a close coupled motor, which is ATEX approved, and we have various frame options as per client needs to run a centrifugal pump, which is the whole system is explosion proof class 1, capable of creating a head easily up to 7.5 meters above the source. For filtration, we have again put tried and tested proven technology, horizontal filter water separators, which are EI 1596 filter water separator vessel, along with EI 1581 complied filter water separator elements. And for safety, we have included fire screens between the module, between the roof canopy and trailer for containment. It has option of underwing and overwing fueling, with a single hose reel with a quick disconnect and fittings. So how the complete refueling for the scheduled and non-scheduled flights can be achieved within 15 minutes maximum. Battery autonomy can be adapted, and these are charged constantly during the day. As per our calculations, maximum battery discharge for 2 tank fillings, for example 4,000 liters, the battery discharge is approximately around 18%, so it leaves us with sufficient battery capacity. So with our photovoltaic panels, power can be generated. We have solar array without the backup ideal, which I'm not discussing right now, of 2.7 hours. Solar flux, which I just discussed as per the solar center, we have 550 watt hours per meter square, giving us a watt hour of 2,409 with 21% on an average photovoltaic efficiency, useful photovoltaic output of 506 watt hours to cover usage for 4,000 liters, 2 fillings per day for these small airports of approximately around 2,200 watt hours. So thereby determining a useful output, sustainable operations, energy generation per day within 4.2 hours. Plus we have, of course, the backup charging from the AC mains when the sun is not there, cloudy, but this solution is creating sustainable energy per day for these 100 plus RCS airports. We can give this solution, which are in tier 2 cities in India. All the critical components are fireproof, electrical components are fireproof, of course tank and module safety fittings, high-low level alarms, removable canopy for maintenance, options for high pressure and low pressure refueling, turning table trolley for turning radius, fail-safe braking system and interlocks. And of course, in the next version, we will make a better trolley design. This was a prototype which got modified various times, but in the future we'll give a better trailer design. Apart from that, we have made solar hydrant carts, which are completely autonomous with filter water separators for our various other clients as well. One of the other pilot project which we did at another international airport in India is the fuel management system to improve the response time of the refueler as well as manpower, integration of reports, automate human resources, management of deliveries, and safety information. Main components, of course, a web server to manage fleet operations, to manage all the ground support operations. There is an embedded tablet, interface between operations office and refueling operators. All information needed to proceed for refueling directly on screen, meter status, states of refueling, differential pressure, temperature, density, automatic tank content gauging, etc. are sent on real time to the operations shift officer. Of course, we have also added options like RFID badge identification and telematics for GPS positioning, so we can capture all the truck data in real time and give it to the operation as well. So defining restricted areas, following up on assets, manpower, and complete fleet management. So all the flight data can be entered and imported in the system. Refueling operations are visible on screen. All operators' information stored on a secured server. Reports can be generated, and which are important for traceability and quality, improve ground operations, how many number of fuelings, volumes, planning, operator assignment are just some examples. Shift officer can have all the liberty for operator allotment as per his priorities during refueling. Fuel management, this fuel management system can generate e-invoices as per customer requirements and transfer directly to airline software. So as soon as the refueler is at the bay and starts, all the data is transferred to the shift officer and operations on real-time basis. So basically, to conclude, in real time, we are doing resource optimization, resources planning, and reallotment in case. Improve in safety and operational efficiency of refueler as well as manpower, all ready-to-hand information to avoid any refueling near misses, any problems. Performance, safety system can provide accessible from any place on a screen, on a PC screen. My last slide is on the challenges for full green solutions in India. So of course, we need economical and cost-effective solutions for the Indian developing market. We have some constraints from the supply chain because of the energy crisis in Europe inflation in United States, and on top of that, high rates of custom duties on imported components. These are some challenges to implement these new green solutions. On date, we don't have any commercial heavy-duty electric trucks available in India like we have in Europe. And of course, we don't have any resources to make these lithium-ion batteries for the hybrid solution and full electric solutions which I discussed. So we are dependent on foreign countries and foreign suppliers for these battery manufacturers. Indian government has come up with a policy to make lithium-ion batteries in India under the production subsidy, and they have given it to big players like Tata Chemicals, etc. Of course, then the infrastructure at the airport for charging stations, services, there is no OEM setup for them. These are the challenges. So for us, on date, in near future, and in medium term for the Indian market, we see the hybrid solution with engine of refueling to achieve the carbon decarbonization and achieve these green initiatives in India. Of course, with the regulatory authorities in our niche industry for ground support refueling, we don't have for the moment any policies in place with the local regulatory authorities, and there are some issues and questions raised by clients and as well as the end users. So that's the end of my presentation. Thank you very much. I look forward to your questions at the end of the presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Ankush. So, yeah.